No power steering. Does not have a power steering pump. I wasn't going to build it to have power steering. Looks like the brake booster is there, so it just needs the master cylinder, which I have. I might return the brake booster though. I don't know yet. This hood is really hot. I do have a fuel filter, comes with the car. Fresh rebuild on the motor. Does need a oil pressure sensor. Comes with the micro battery mount. So it's going to have to get a small battery if you're going to use that mount. I just used the motor mounts and transmission mounts that came with the car. Oh, come on. Trying to do all this one-handed. Does not have a transmission dipstick. I have no idea where to get one. I never tried looking. I just got motor mount bolts for it. Just basic hardware store stuff. But I kind of work with what I got. I never have a lot of time to work on it, so maybe it'll all get refreshed at some point or another, or be redone, who knows. New engine, new transmission. Don't know if you can see that. Used transfer case. I do not have the driver's side axle in, but it is still sealed. I have the pulleys and everything that go on here. Bolts are somewhere inside the car for it. Try and pull these injectors out. I don't have a hood mount, or what do they call that? Hood prop. 1200cc injectors, like the post says. Try and get them back in there. There we go. That's everything under the hood. I don't have the radiator in yet or anything. I have two separate exhaust manifolds depending on the turbo you decide to use. I don't have a 16G turbo, but I have the exhaust and everything already set up to throw together for the 16G. Same thing with this door handle. Just a little pull. There is the odometer. Looks like 140,000 when it was tore apart. Also comes with a manual for it. The climate controls. What else? Yep, new fuel filter. So that comes with it. Looks like dash fence. And then down here, I have the O2 housing for a dump pipe. Wait a minute. No, this is for the exhaust. There is a stock manifold right there. I think it's a stock one. Not sure what that emblem means. But that comes with the car too. All of the O2 sensors are down here. Everything necessary for setting up two-step, or at least that's what he said. One of these is for the two-step. This O2 housing is for a 16G setup, which I wasn't going to do, but it came with the car. Does have the airbag in there too. Now head over to the barn, show all the other parts that I got. Oh, this side I have the brakes put on it. Color matched calipers. Or, I mean, as close as I can get. Summit Racing sells them. Brand new caliper on this side too, but obviously it wasn't painted, so it's got a little rust on it now. Surface rust or whatever they call it. I think that's everything that's with the car. I just put wipers on the front of it. Doesn't come with the wiper motor on the back. He offered it to me. I can go and get it anytime, but it doesn't come with the car. No antenna either. When he built it, it didn't have a radio, so I wasn't going to build it with a radio anyway. What else? Oh yeah, right here. Some kid had a problem with me at work, and then he volunteered here with my abilities. Then he saw my car and knew it was mine, and he egged my truck. Then he bashed in this one door, dented it right there, and the fender right behind it with a board or a log. It looks like he kicked in the side here. I don't know how to deal with that. Got no proof or anything, but there's the transmission cooler down there. What else? Okay, I think that's it in the car. And everything else I normally have sitting right inside this door. There's the intake off of my silver car. I have some posts on Facebook and YouTube about that. Let's see, I got the O2 housing here for a 16G turbo. This is the entire exhaust system pre-set up for a 16G turbo setup. So if you go with the big 16G, then the exhaust is already here. That goes with the car. Here's the driver's side CV axle. I have, let's see, there's trans fluid. This is just an extra plate. This actually was on my manual car. Turns out the spacer plates are exactly the same for the two. So the one that I bought and put on the car that's brand new was completely unnecessary and a waste of, I don't know, 30-40 bucks or whatever. There's a starter here. I don't know what car it's for, but my mechanic gave it to me just in case it would go on the car. Here's the pulley for the alternator and the power steering, like I said. I got one of the two cooling hoses, or radiator hoses, whatever you want to call it. Move this over. I have the intake for the car. Looks like it's got the MAF sensor. Forgive my shaky video, the mosquitoes out here are freaking horrible today. There's the driver's side caliper, and same for the rear. Driver's side caliper with brake pads. Other brake pads for this front caliper around here somewhere. I have them in a box. I'll find those in a little bit. I have... Come on, sit over there. Okay, there's a CV axle. There is the brake master cylinder. Get it out. It does not have the tank in it for some reason. We'll see if I have that. Seems like a really easy part to get a hold of regardless. This is a 16G exhaust manifold with the T4 outlet, but my fabricator is a fucking idiot and did not leave out this one little section right here. I told him when he makes this plate, leave that out because it would just restrict it. But cut this off, and this turbo should be able to mount right to it. see the bolt holes and everything line up. It's kind of heavy, but S200SX with the T4 exhaust housing, 70 millimeter Borg Warner. I was going to go a different way with the build, so half of this exhaust is going to be completely useless to me. Regardless, the turbo's fresh, brand new. I had to buy the exhaust housing separate. I didn't realize what I was doing when ordering the turbo, and I forgot to order the exhaust housing, so I had to do that separate right after I got the turbo. We got the thermostat housing and everything right here. I haven't mounted it to the motor yet. This is the tensioner pulley and everything for the mounting assembly for the alternator and power steering for the car. I wasn't going to put power steering on the car, so yeah. Gonna set that down there. And right here we have a brand new brake booster. Like I said on the car, I don't think it's necessary because there's one already on the car. But this is the brake booster for the master cylinder I bought. And right here cost me $650 for the two. They did come separate, but I put them together and put them in one box just to consolidate what I had stored. There's the tri-core radiator with the fan shroud assembly from Mishimoto. But as far as I know, I think that's everything. Oh, and a 88 millimeter brand new Manley crank for the 4G63T. And I think that's it.